Well, let me now bring on board Mr. S. Narsingh Rao, Chairman and Managing Director of India's largest coal company, which is Coal India. Mr. Rao, good morning. What a delight to have you on ET Now. Thank you for joining us. Before I look at specifics, let me first start with a broad picture, the big picture. What are your FY13 coal estimates, and how will you assure your shareholders that this time around you are on course to achieve your FY13 estimates?
Well, for the current financial year, our production target is 464 million tons. This is up by about 29 million tons from what we have already achieved last year. And also dispatch target of 470 million tons. This is again against 431. That is about 39 million tons incremental.
Mr. Rao, any price hikes that Coal India is planning next month? Because there's a whole lot of talk on the street doing the rounds.
We have not thought about it as yet.
Mr. Rao, the Coal Minister has been backing the power producers for a review in the new FSAs that have been announced. When is the next meeting, and what can we expect in terms of changes?
No, our board has already approved the format of the FSA. We have sent those draft FSAs to the prospective consumers. Some of them have signed. I think about 9 or 10 have already signed. We are awaiting if they have any comments, etc., how to resolve them.
Could you confirm the name for us? Which are the power producers which have agreed to sign the current FSA on the existing terms?
They already signed. I think it was Lanco and Bajaj Hindustan and Rajasthan State Genco also, whatever is that name, state utility.
So you mean to say that 3 or 4 power producers are okay to sign FSA with the current terms and conditions, and they are okay with this minuscule 0.1% penalty clause?
Yeah, that's what has been given in this. But as you know, ultimately the challenge is not on the issue, is not on the penalty. Issue is how we step up production and dispatch and meet the requirement of the consumers.
Mr. Rao, NTPC has refused to sign FSAs with Coal India as the new clauses in FSA seem unfair according to them. What are the major concerns from NTPC, if you could highlight?
I think they've seems to have mentioned, the conditions we have incorporated in the FSA as force majeure conditions, but I think that is what has been approved given the overall situation. So I don't think we can say they have refused, but they seems to be having some reservations. Maybe we'll clarify and resolve some of these issues.
What are the chances that you could revisit the penalty clause option, the penalty clause option, which right now is at a minuscule 0.1%?
I don't think I can say any particular comment on that. Chances are otherwise. We'll see. We'll hear the customers what they have to say.
But the penalty clause, Mr. Rao, is so low that it will not penalize Coal India for not, for not supplying.
Yeah, see, yes, it's so low, that's generally known. But even in the normal FSAs with the ongoing projects also, it is, let's say, I think about 100 rupees per ton. Now, even 100 rupees ultimately will not fetch the consumers the loss of supply of coal. That's just a kind of a symbolic or deterrent, I can say.
The idea of this penalty clause, Mr. Rao, is not to penalize Coal India. It is just to ensure that Coal India is supplying adequate coal to some of these power companies. So how do you propose that you are on course to really supply enough quantity to some of these power companies?
See, for various reasons, generally everybody knows the issues relating to land acquisition, rehabilitation and resettlement, environment clearance, forest clearance, etc. There is a bit of a problem in stepping up the production. Now when we know what is our target vis-a-vis the demand or the target for production and target for the supplies, we know upfront that there is a gap. So that is clearly known.
So on a ballpark basis, Mr. Rao, what is that gap that you're talking about when it comes to your production levels?
We estimate around 30 to 40 million tons current year. This is, I'm saying estimate because some of the companies which are reported to be ready by 31st December, they may not be able to generate full level during the current year. That's why it's an estimate.